Something is shifting in the collective consciousness right now. If you have felt an inexplicable restlessness, like you are suddenly allergic to your own habits, your job, the version of you that everyone else seems to like, I want you to know you are not glitching. You are being upgraded. Uranus is making its historic move into Gemini this weekend, and it's staying with us until 2033. But this video is not about horoscopes or your lucky days. As a psychologist, as a reflector in human design, and a multidimensional mindset mentor, and someone who has literally stood on the precipice, the other side of life and death, I see this as a 7-year ultimatum for your identity. The default version of you is officially expiring. And today we are going to talk about why your mind feels like a chaotic construction site, the clinical mechanics of why the heck you are resisting it, and the exact process to start creating from your highest frequency, your highest potential, what you are meant to do and be and have and experience this time around in this lifetime. Welcome to Infinite You Beautiful Souls. I am Dr. Sheri, and I have spent the last 20 plus years as an entrepreneur building businesses and navigating the front lines of creation, all while anchoring that experience in the science of mind as a psychologist, and as I have mentioned, as a reflector in human design, multidimensional mindset mentor, and definitely human potential catalyst. I am all about aligning with soul so you can consciously create your reality from the inside out. I know the stats, the silent science, and every trick in the book. I have lived the hustle. I know about all the hacks, but it really took a near-death experience for me in my 20s to kind of put it all together, to understand the actual mechanics of how we align with who we are and collapse reality. And I definitely can help bridge the science, the quantum, the clinical, the energy, the psychology, because feeling better in this new energy is not enough anymore. You need to remember who you were before the world told you to think positive or be sensible or do what everyone else is doing. If you are done circling your potential, go ahead, hit subscribe and share this video with someone who may need it. So I hope this resonates with you. Let's get into the revolution of Uranus in Gemini. Uranus is a radical innovation. Gemini is the mind. And for the last 7 years, Uranus was in Taurus, shaking up our physical world, money, real estate, all things earthly. But now the lightning bolt of Uranus in Gemini is hitting air. Think of air. It is expansive. It is mental. Gemini rules the third house of communication. It is hitting your thoughts, your language, technology. It is no coincidence that we are entering the age of artificial intelligence right as Uranus hits Gemini. We are being asked to define what is human and what is soul. And I talk about this in terms of multidimensionality a lot. I know everyone operationalizes multidimensionalness differently. I'm very aware of that. But when I think of 3D, I'm thinking of physical reality and the conscious mind and your, top of mind thoughts. When I'm thinking about 4D, I'm thinking about subconscious mind, your programming, whether it resonates with you or not, but it's sitting there, right? Your emotions, your beliefs, your identity. And then in 5D, that is your superconscious mind. So conscious mind in 3D, subconscious mind in 4D, superconscious mind in 5D. That's who you are at the soul level. Because we're energetic beings and we're multidimensional, we can move back and forth with how we perceive things depending upon the level at which we are observing them. And I will talk about that in a few moments. Remember that Gemini is not only airy and mental and communicative, it is also the sign of the twins, the ultimate duality. It is the bridge between the physical and the non-physical. And so the glitch that you feel is your soul demanding that you stop hiding your nonconformity, your weirdness, to protect your mask, your professional mask, that conforming part of you, right? This is where everything hits the fan and you get to be that ultimate expression of who you are meant to be. It is self-awareness on steroids. It is authenticity upgraded at your level. It is just total and complete alignment with who you are at the soul level, so you can bring it into the world. So you are being asked to integrate this expert in you with the oracle in you. And in this new 7-year era until 2033, if you are not being radically authentic, your life, your business, your physical reality will feel physically impossible to maintain. And this really became clear to me in my near-death experience so many years ago. I saw myself through timelines, and I kind of kept it, hidden, not exactly hidden, but sort of like, I held back because I'm trained as a scientist, right? I definitely am like a math and science kind of girl, but this esoteric element, the truth of who I am, I definitely left my body, and time didn't stop. It telescoped, and I didn't see a tunnel. What I saw was a superposition of timelines. I saw that Sheri wasn't a fixed person. She was a frequency. I could see the version of me that was 70, that was 7, that was, tripping the light fantastic, like through time, not as a linear concept, but the essence of who I was, the truth, the authentic part of who I was through time. And that version of me after that near-death experience was really about dreaming big, tuning into my potential, living a life really full out, even though I think that sounds a little bit tropey, but you know what I'm getting at. How do we get into that space of aligning with the essence of who we are, dreaming big and creating whatever it is we want to experience? I realize that serious adult that we pretend to be is actually the most fake version of us. It is a 3D construct built on whatever, fear, lack, old programs, other people's programs, whatever we inherit from the people around us. And, the quantum field doesn't respond to, the superficiality of who we think we are. The quantum field is responding to the deepest parts of who we believe we are, that vibrational aspect of the beliefs and the thoughts that we hold and the identity that we create around it. The quantum field responds to your essence. And so I've been saying this for many, many years, when I ask clients and people that I work with, what is the 7-year-old inside of you telling you, right? I'm not talking about, your inner child. I'm talking about the energy that your 7-year-old self held, because that is the creative authority in you. That is the version of you that did not yet learn how to limit yourself and your frequency. So think of Uranus and Gemini as a 7-year-old window for you to retrieve that original, quirky, brilliant, creative visionary that you were at 7. Get back to that 7-year-old self that is you. And so how can we just sort of have like a quick pattern interrupt when you know that you are kind of like picking up on these frequencies and really starting to lean into what feels good to you and what doesn't feel good to you, what is constricting you and what is expanding you, right? The first thing is to remember, and I mentioned this, I alluded to this with your multidimensional self, go from reacting to your physical reality, to begin to observe it. Remember, you are multidimensional. What you see in 3D and coming from your conscious mind is not what you are seeing at the soul level or observing from your soul level. Your soul is always connected. Your soul is eternal. It is wise. It holds the vibration and frequency of who you are through time. It is the truth of who you are, the essence of who you are. What is your soul observing at that higher level, at 30,000 feet? What is your soul observing to be true for you? And what can you release, let go of? When you feel the glitch, when you see the glitch, when it hits you, when you feel that anxiety for and coming back to you, the allergy of your old life, your old self, your old programming. Literally, in terms of neuro-linguistic programming, snap yourself out of it. If you're feeling a mismatch of frequencies, snap yourself out of it. Literally, snap your fingers, clap your hands. It breaks the neural loop of that default mode in your brain. And then ask yourself, is this my anxiety? Is it my fear? Is it my old program? Or is this my expansion? 90% of the time, it's expansion that is masquerading as fear. Ask yourself what you are afraid of. Zoom out, see yourself in the bigger picture of things. This is your life. This is your creative opportunity to play on this beautiful earthly playground. You are so powerful as a co-creator of your reality, as an energetic being. You have unlimited potential. And so the next thing, if you're moving to an identity that is more aligned with your passion, your purpose, your potential, your creativity, instead of saying to yourself, I want to be whatever X, Y, and Z, say, I am the version of me that already knows how to handle this, right? So think about your vibrational I am statement, because what you're witnessing in your physical reality is already already is a part of your past. So I am the version of me that already knows, who already knows how to handle this. I am the version of me that is already this. You aren't trying to become someone new. You are unbecoming everyone else's version of you. All of that programming, those old beliefs that no longer resonate with you anymore. This is the only way really to survive a Uranus transit. Not only just survive it, but thrive in it, right? Like really, really tune into this new version of you that is, communicating from your higher self, right? And taking advantage of all the opportunities and possibilities in this new age. So declare that the old you is expired. Literally say it out loud today. That version of me is done. What are you stepping into? And if you are ready to see the actual energetic blueprint of what is possible for you, where you are now, where you want to go, you can absolutely click the link below for my human design session where we talk about your energy, your disposition, and your best strategy and the best way for you to create, to interact, to be much more aware of your energy, right? We're moving out of doing into doing and being, right? That other element of duality. Everything has an opposite. And Gemini is really encapsulating all of that duality in every possible way that you can imagine. So click the link below if you want to hop on a call for my human design session. For sure, I will put the link below for you to join my free newsletter. And, I send out usually an email a week, sometimes two, all depending. Remember, the next 7 years are going to be disruptive, fast, loud, communicative, authentic, real. Don't spend them being polite. Spend them being infinite. And I will see you all next time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, share this video with someone who may need it. And definitely, send me a comment too. I read them and I respond to them and I love hearing from you. I will see you all next time. Enjoy this energy. Namaste.